The concept of zero trust is the basis of that is, well, I'm not going to trust anything. There's no perimeter. I need the user needs to ensure that when they're talking to what they think is the cloud and when they're talking to the resource, that it actually is the real resource. It's not something fake. And the same way that when the user is identifying itself to some component in the cloud, it's saying, not only am I that person that I claim to be, but this device that I'm using is deemed authorized to be able to access that data. So it becomes, I've got to authenticate the person, I've got to authenticate the device, and then that is then allowed the access. Basically, anywhere zero trust becomes anywhere where you make a policy decision, that's essentially where your perimeter exists. And so that gives you an immense amount of freedom if you're able to implement that policy everywhere, because then you can essentially say, and for a company that's remote, that's ideal, because then you can say, well, you can work from anywhere you want. You work from any network you want. So if you're on a public Wi-Fi, if you're able to actually provide adequate controls and adequate software measures, security measures in place where you can make and enforce the policy decisions, then people can just work from anywhere and everywhere. And that's kind of the direction that we're trying to head with the whole concept of zero trust.